Hey folks, how are we doing today? This is Bill yet once again with the Nintendo Superpower Club Challenge channel. Today we have a unknown puzzle game, but a very fun puzzle game at the same time. This is card number 157 in the collection, and it's Wild Snake on the Super NES. So Wild Snake, again, is a game that is coming to us from the creator of Tetris, Alexei Pajitnov. We talked a little bit about it in our 50 game celebration video, but now is the time we can finally talk about it because after much trial and error, finally managed to knock this one out. Basically with this game you have a whole bunch of different types of snakes coming down from the top of the screen, and you need to match as many as you can in a frantic effort to rack up a high score. Very similar to Tetris in that regard, but still very fun. Alright, let's flip it over and let's see what we got to do today. Okay, we have a very straightforward and simply worded challenge here today. Can we eliminate 200 snakes on the pro level? What makes this challenge so difficult, you're probably thinking to yourself? Well, it's basically operating like Tetris in that you have multiple different piece types, or snake types in this case, coming down, and you have to act quickly to know how to arrange them to eliminate them. And on low levels it's not too tough. You have about 4 different snake types moving very slowly, but at the high levels you're going to have as many as 12 different snake types. And with that much variety, sometimes it can get very frustrating waiting for a particular snake that you want to come down so that you can clear out a big portion of the screen. Fortunately, there are a couple different magic snake types that will come down on occasion to help you clear out big pieces of the board. Unfortunately, they are very based on luck, and so is much of this challenge at the high level. I am very happy to have this challenge done and out of the way. It is a game I would still play regardless of the challenge, and hopefully you guys will feel the same way after watching this. Have fun and enjoy. Alright, so before we get going here, let's look at the options real quick, because I know you're going to be tempted to. I'll make this simple. Don't change anything. Leave it on easy. Leave the default style alone. Just go in as it is and start the game. Alright, as the game starts, you're going to see that you've got snakes coming down from the top, and the way that you get rid of them is to match 2 snakes of the same type. Some of them will be the same color. Don't let that throw you off. There are distinct snake types here. You start off on level 1, which is the nestling type, and on this level there are 4 different snake types. Essentially, I mean, there's a few ways you can handle this. You can match the snakes as quick as you can, or you can just let the snakes drop down on their own and choose to match them when a whole bunch are on screen. I'm choosing early on to just let the snakes come down because with only 4 snake types, it's not tough to get a match. So let them come down. This first part of the video is pretty boring, unfortunately, but just let them come down on their own. And eventually, once you start getting up a little bit higher, like into the 2nd or 3rd levels, we can talk a bit again. Alright, we've gotten into level 2, the Garter snake level, which has 5 different snake types. You're going to see introduces the solid yellow snake, but it's going to be more of the same, just a lot of letting the snakes come down here. So just go ahead and watch what happens here, and once something tricky comes up or interesting with the magic snakes, I'll pop back in and we'll talk a little bit more. Okay, we've now gotten up to the 3rd level, the black snake, which is going to introduce the solid teal blue snake. Getting a little bit tougher, but it's still manageable. Let's just continue on and see what happens. Alright, we've hit the next checkpoint level here, which is the water snake. That's going to introduce a checkered red snake into the mix here. Brings our total snake type up to 7, so it's we're a little bit over the halfway mark in terms of total snakes. You cap out at 12. And at this point in the game, I've obviously started to play legitimately, and we are no longer letting the snakes come down straight away. Here's our first magic snake, by the way, the blinking one. Whatever snake that touches, it will eliminate every single snake of that type on the screen. So that's a very good one to get. As I mentioned, unfortunately it is at random when they appear, but very welcome when they appear nonetheless. And we are now into the boa level of the game, which I believe brings our total snake type count up to 8. So we're about 2/3 of the way there. Gonna have another snake coming down momentarily that you've never seen, and it's only gonna get tougher and faster from here. So just sit back and watch a little bit more of the action. We'll chime back in when we get to the next level or the next magic snake appears. Alright, we've hit 55 snakes and we're now into the Rattler level, which will add yet another snake into the mix. So that's number 9. We got 3 more different snake types to go. It's only going to get tougher from here. Just keep on watching and see how the last half of this game goes. We're not even halfway done yet, guys. Okay, we now hit the Mamba level. We get our next magic snake, which helped us out very much. We're up to 70 snakes, and now we have a striped purple snake in the mix. So all different colors of the rainbow now. Game's getting very colorful and much more difficult. The snakes are coming much, much faster. That's 10 snakes total with 2 more left to go. And we still haven't seen that second magical snake yet, but it is coming. Okay, we've hit the Python level. That gives us 11 total different snakes with only 1 more to go. And we can see it is the white snake. So things are definitely getting tougher. I'm sure you've seen the speed has increased. We haven't seen that last magical snake come down, but you will be shocked when it comes. It is quite impressive. Alright, we're still not even halfway done with this game yet. We're not even halfway done with the challenge. Alright, and right about here, this is where I started to just resign myself to the fact that it was going to be a game over and I wasn't going to get even to the halfway point. But guess what happens? Oh, we get a magical snake blinking here, and boom! Oh, that was really helpful. That gets us up to 96 snakes. We're still not out of the woods yet, though. As you can see, things are getting fast and furious with not much room to move. We're waiting and praying, and here it comes. Here's the monster snake, as I refer to him. Anything he touches, he basically tears up, and he does not disappear until he hits the bottom. And that takes care of that thing. We're up to 118 snakes, more than halfway there, and we are on the Cobra level. That gives us all 12 different snake types. From here on in, the object of the game is to keep the snakes as vertical and straight as possible because that gives you more room to wiggle and get rid of the different snake types here. You're going to see a lot of that for the duration of this game and this challenge, so just kind of watch the end of this. And really, again, it comes down to luck. You're hoping for those monster snakes and those blinking snakes like what we're getting right now. So when you get the blinkers, hope that you can touch one that has a whole bunch on screen. Obviously, try not to touch only one snake if it only has one snake of that type, if that makes any sense. We're up to 130 snakes, and we're getting pretty close, but as I've said before in my 50 challenge completion video, around 150 is the average that I get here. So I know I'm pretty much resigned to the fact that I'm probably reaching my breaking point, but I'm still going. So let's watch the end of this and see what happens. All right, we're at 196. This challenge is basically, for all intents and purposes, done, but you can never count this challenge out. These last few snakes are always extremely tough to get. 199, oh my lord. And I'm sure you've probably seen that I've made quite a few, very simple mistakes here. It cost me quite a bit. I could be done with this challenge by now, but you really got to pay attention here. This is by no means a gimme, and boom, there's the 200 snakes. This is finally over and done with. I can put this to rest. The challenge 157 is officially now in the books, and we're still going, but I'm going to go ahead and end this right now because there's no sense in continuing onwards. So 203, we're done with this game. We're done with the challenge. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. We will see you in the next one.